What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Ōkami. In the last episode, we finished off exploring, well, almost all of North Ryushima Coast. There's still a few more areas to explore. And in this episode, we're going to now take care of a bunch of side quests in Sei-An City before progressing the game's storyline a little bit more. Now, one thing I'm doing right off the bat that you're probably noticing is I am blooming a lot of things. I'm blooming all the trees here in Sei-An City. You're going to want to make sure you do this because this is actually important to a side quest that we're going to be encountering in this episode and possibly the next, because I think this is actually going to carry over into 2 episodes, all this stuff that I want to do. Because I have side quests that I want to do, that I have to do later after the end of the second arc, but there's actually some I want to take care of now, especially for the praise boosts, because that is actually incredibly important to for what I want to get done, because gosh darn, I still feel very underleveled for some reason. And I mean, can't really say underleveled because this game doesn't actually have a leveling system, but you know what I mean. I feel like I'm underperforming at the moment. So I'm gonna hop over here, and you can see there are these trees that have like what look like curses on them. Try to bloom those, and nothing. Doesn't do anything. So don't worry about those. Just bloom every other tree in the village, and you should be fine. Now I'm trying to see what others I've still missed. I think actually all of them already, at least other than the last 2 that I'm planning on getting. So before it decides to turn nighttime, I'm going to, and excuse me, what is that? Is that a floating penis? That is a penis floating in the sky. I am not okay with that. With a very droopy sack. Gosh. Oh, excuse me, sir. Sorry, I was just trying to bloom the tree on your head. Because yes, this guy actually has a tree on his head. Funny enough. And that's one that actually needs to be bloomed. Can I? There we go. 20 praise. Actually, I think that's the only one you really need. Maybe I don't need to bloom the one inside his house, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I might as well. So let's do that. Is there anything in here? Yes, there is. There is actually a treasure chest. And what is in this treasure chest? Oh! There's a stray bead. Go on and make sure you grab that. Anyways, let's head on out, and we're going to actually talk to the man whose tree head we just bloomed. At last, the time has come. Though few in number, the trees have bloomed. That have bloomed are lending me their power. Now I can drive away the evil spirits with my dance. I shall make those cursed cherry blossoms bloom. Sorry to keep you waiting, Pooch. At last you shall witness my Gura Shuffle. Come along if you wish to see me dance. Are you ready? I give you the Gura Shuffle. So this is actually a bit of a mini game. You're going to want to follow him around the city. And what he's going to do is he is going to perform this little dance. And this dance is actually going to get rid of the curse on these trees. And as soon as he finishes, bloom the tree. And as soon as it's successful, he will move on to the next tree. You're going to want to make sure you do this with every single tree. So, oh, I'm not going to make that jump. See if I can hurry over there. And he has a specific pattern to this, but it seems very unorthodox. As you can see, he just skipped a tree path back there. So you're going to want to make sure you keep on his tail and not try to just assume where he's going to end up, because he will go in very crazy directions. Like, this is probably the last tree I would have expected him to go to next, but it's the one he decided, and so we're going to have to live with it. There we go. That's 2. And try not to mess this up, or you have to start the entire thing all over again. Now, this dance isn't quite to the extent and caliber of Mr. Orange's dance, but it's not terrible. Like, I mean, it's sort of cool. It's definitely not as hardcore. Like, I mean, I could do that one for sure, but Mr. Orange's dance, don't get me started on that one. I don't think anyone can pull that thing off. Not even the I was trying to think of the winner of last year's Dancing with the Stars, and I couldn't remember. Or not Dancing with the Stars, So You Think You Can Dance. Screw it. I don't watch reality TV anyway. On to the next one. And bloom it. And I believe he only has like 1 or 2 more left. Which way is he going? That's right. He's going that way, and for some reason he feels the need to jump. Watch this. Jump over and across the frickin' wall. This guy has got... I mean, dude, this guy should just be a professional, like, long jumper. Like, he should just be in the Olympics for that kind of stuff instead of just trying to dance, dude. That's where his real talent is his frickin' long jumping skills. I believe it's just this one, and then there's one last tree, and I know exactly where that one is already. It's actually his house, believe it or not. And it's a bit of a big one, as you are about to see. Yep, that is exactly where he is heading. Over to his own home. Saving the best for last, I suppose. Oh, you. Yeah, check this thing out. This thing is freaking, like, ridiculous trunk. Either way, as soon as he finishes his dance... Wait for it. Now, and bloom the whole thing. And there we go. Phew, it worked, it worked. I got a bit out of control there. Frankly, I wasn't sure I could drive those evil spirits away, but then I thought about how happy the people of this city would be. I knew I had to make these trees bloom one way or another. I care not whether it was my dance or the power of the gods that made them bloom, as long as the recovery of our cherry blossoms delight the people. I have no complaints. And so, that is done, but actually that is very, not only do we get some praise out of that, that is actually important to another side quest, okay? Now, let me go see if I can find that. And by the way, this guy is also part of a side quest, this one right here. In fact, let me talk to him real quick. I feel so refreshed. I realized something when that gloomy mist went away. Suddenly I felt so much better again. Now I can drift fulfilling my ambition at last. Do you know who I am? My name is Masu. I'm a warrior traveling the land to perfect my martial arts. And he gets an actual introduction because he is a little bit important. The truth is, there are some monsters I just have to defeat. I have a list of them all in a special manifest. Yes, he has a wanted list. Monster manifest, they all deserve what's coming. When I finally manage to defeat all of them, then I can stand proud and tall as a true warrior. Do you want to see my monster manifest? I am afraid that's not possible. It contains the name of the most vicious monsters out there. The likes of you would probably faint just from looking at it. And he thinks he's all high and mighty and won't let us look at it. But if you come back at nighttime to this diner that is right next to him, this bar actually, he will be drunk as heck, and then he'll actually be so drunk that he will allow you to look at it, and from there you can actually start taking on the quest. I'm not doing that in this episode, so don't worry about that. Now this character right here, you can see he's a little bit funky. We'll get into his story a little bit later. His name is actually Momotaro. I see you, evil white puffball. Pretending to be a demon hunter. It's a game where you can defeat monsters from any island, but it's all just pretend. I'd be too scared to do it in real life. Do you want to pretend to be my servant? You don't look like you take much notice of what people say. Would you pay more attention if I gave you some food? Not that I have anything I can give you, mind. If only I had those millet dumplings Grandma made for me. I'm sure you'd love them, and then we could play together. Must have dropped them when someone bumped into me before. Now that's important for another side quest, what he just said, but he actually has a very cool story rooted in Japanese mythology and culture and stuff, and we will be getting into that at a later time after we've completed his little side quest, because his story is actually very in-depth and very cool for such a regular NPC. Now this girl, Blossom, that strange mist that was all over town, but my father still hasn't been able to wake up. Rumor has it that it has the mist making everyone ill, so why won't the gods make my father better now? All I need is medicine, then I can make him well. But we do have herbal medicine to give her. How frustrating. It's available nearby, but I can't get any. I believe I have some for you, though. I don't believe it. Is that what I think it is? You've got some herbal medicine there, haven't you? How could a dog manage to get a hold of something so expensive? Why are you looking at me like that? Do you want me to have it? And we offered the herbal medicine. I don't believe it. You must have been sent by the gods, doggy. Thank you, thank you. Now I can make Pop better at last. And she gives us 20 praise. But, now that we are inside, Pop, is the medicine working? Oh, please let it work. Just want you to wake up, that's all. I want to hear your voice again. And he's kind of out of it, but we talked to him again. Hey, Gramps, wake up. Hey, hold on. Try that. Huh? How could you do that to a sick old man? Wait, oh, that smell, I cannot resist. The cherry blossoms of Sei-An City must be in full bloom. Time to eat, drink, and be merry. Oh, happy day. And we get another 20 praise. So for doing Mr. Blossom's quest as well as this quest all together, you get a total of 60 praise. So that's pretty awesome. And now let's actually talk to him again. Hurrah, yippee, time to eat, drink, and be merry. Oh, happy day. Hey, Pooch, care to dance? Gramps, shouldn't you take it easy? You were practically dead. Aww, he's so happy now. And also we get the pretty music whenever we stand next to him again. But anyways, next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it nighttime. This is going to be the last thing I do in this video, actually. And we are going to do a little bit of treasure hunting back here. So in this back area, there's a few things we can get. There's this treasure chest here, which has Traveler's Charm. There's also a buried one over in the distance. But more importantly is the house that's actually directly behind us. So we're going to want to get into that in a second. It is uninhabited, but at least as far as people are concerned, but as far as treasure and goods are concerned, it is ripe and full with them. So this peculiar cubic house here, we're going to want to go around to the side and cherry bomb our way through. And head on in. You can see tons and tons of treasure in here. Let's open these up. Holy One S. And for some reason we get the duh, I don't know what I'm doing character music in here. I love this music. It just cracks me up. Any character that has that as like their theme, I automatically, like their intelligence level just goes way down, but it's like also funny. I don't know. I think it cracks me up every time. Let's open this up. We get a crystal. And there is actually one incredibly important item in here. Not any of these yet, but we will be getting to it in just a second. So we got a crystal as well. But the most important item is actually over this way. So head over here, drop down, open this up, and there is a sun fragment. Holy crap, 2 episodes in a row with sun fragments. Who would have ever thought? And then I believe there's still one more. No, don't. Oh, I guess that worked. There's, I believe, one more treasure to be had. Oh, I fell. You know what? That's okay. I can jump right back up. Open this one up, and this contains glass beads, which I can sell later. But yeah, this place is a total freaking treasure hoard, so if you are ever in need of money, just break on in here. At least you can do it once, and you will be richly rewarded. Okay, now, more things to do, more treasures to dig up. There's plenty to do at night, so we will be doing that. And actually, before I go any further, I want to talk to this guy over here. This guy is interesting. He's electrified. Raiden. Hey, am I right in thinking that you can actually see me? Ahaha, of all the things. So there goes Raiden is finally spotted by a living being, and it turns out to be a cute little doggy. And we get an introduction. Lightning Ghost Raiden. Why are you staring at me like that? Okay, so I don't have any legs, but isn't that normal for a ghost in Nippon? I was killed by a bolt of lightning, you know. It's great. I never get hungry, I never tire, it's fun all the way. There's just one problem. Realize that it's not always easy for ghosts. I mean, it can actually get a bit boring floating about every day, and no one can see me, so it gets lonely at times. Still, it's great fun most of the time. I should be able to enjoy using my spooky powers. Well, at least he's optimistic. He actually has some significance in a side quest later on, so we'll talk about that when that time comes. But for now, we still have lots and lots of treasures to dig up. Cleaning this vase. That's actually not digging up, that's just opening it up. Breaking and entering, if you will. And there is one more side quest I still want to do in Sei-An City that's actually going to take a little bit of time, but we're probably not going to be able to fit that in until the next episode. So, and plus that needs to be done during the daytime, so I'm just going to spend the rest of this episode just digging up treasures and the sort, as there are plenty to be had. Infinity Stone. Always useful, always welcome, and always lovely. Now let's see, I believe there's also a treasure behind this guy's house. Yes, there is. And let's dig her up between 3 weeds. That's technically the case, or tends to be the case. Blah. Got a crystal. And let's see, how about over here? Aha, here's another one. So open this, get this guy up. And actually, since it's nighttime, I believe we're right next to the bar right now. So I can go on in and get that wanted list from what's his face. In fact, yes I can. Oh, kind of stuck here. Here we go. Let's head on over here, and we're going to want to talk to Masu. I never let that monster manifest out of my sight until I defeated every last one of the scoundrels in it. My journey will never end. What do you want, Mutt? You want to see my monster manifest? Sure, why not? Take a look. It's no skin off my back. And now we finally have it. As you can see, they're all thunder ears. And those are scattered all throughout greater Ryoshima Coast, not North Ryoshima Coast. So we will be able to find those at a later time and get ourselves a gold dust from it. But let me just check. Actually, oh, shoot, did not mean to fall in the water. That's fine. All right. In fact, I'm thinking that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Ōkami, everybody. But in the next episode, I'm going to be showing off 2 more side quests. One very, very much optional, even at 100%, and then the other one required for 100%, but otherwise optional. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been Squirtle King. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.